Hey there, I hope everybody is well. We're going to tap in. We're going to call in our angels, saints, ancestors, and spirit guides into our space and energy to provide us divine messages for our highest and greatest good. You are surrounded in divine white light and love, and so it is, and so it will be. There you go. All right, so tap in. Let me know that you're here, you're present, and you want to have a message. Okay, so tapping in could be liking, sharing, following, subscribing. Okay, we're gonna get a few messages and then we're gonna clarify the messages with some tarot. Igniting your soul. Embrace the mysteries of life. Remain open-minded and embrace the wisdom that unfolds, okay, from every experience that you have. Okay, then there's this winds of nature. Allow the winds of fortune to guide your sails, maneuvering through life's opportunities and the challenges with adaptability. So this is asking for you to be adaptable and to go with the flow. And then the ignite your soul is letting you know that, like, passion, embracing the mysteries, staying open-minded, and allowing things to unfold from a natural perspective and experience. And then we have harmony's call. Embrace equality and pursue justice. Keep an open mind as answers unveil your path to balance. And then we have just go with it. Embrace spontaneity and trust the journey, remaining open to unexpected twists and turns along the way. Ooh, you're being called to go with the flow. You're almost there. Okay, so this is, if you're looking for like, I've been waiting forever, like I'm running out of patience, like what's going to happen? I feel like persist with faith, okay? Because if you have faith, like you're not dependent on time or space, okay? Because faith transcends time or space. All right, for you are on the brink of a breakthrough. Your efforts are about to bear fruit. Okay, so you're almost there. You're looking for some sort of timing. Bottom of the deck energy is you're on the right track. You're going in the right direction, so just keep moving forward. Okay, that's awesome. All right, we're gonna get some tarot for some of these. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, Knight of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Ignite your soul. Ignite your soul. Let's get some messages. Can you clarify ignite your soul? Embrace the mysteries of life. The World card and the Sun card. Yeah, I feel like there's been this like full circle moment for you in some way, shape, or form. I feel like whatever you've gained wisdom and knowledge on, it's like for your soul's growth and development. And I feel like whatever you've experienced was a major lesson and helped you move on to the next level, okay, which is beautiful. And I feel like you have this reflection of the past and even maybe the current moment that like what you have learned was necessary. Okay, we have Empress at the bottom of the deck, okay? You've been through a transformation. I'm wearing my Transformer shirt. Okay, any more messages regarding igniting your soul? Okay, so we have one more message or two. Okay, one sec. Okay, Three of Wands. You're making big plans and you've been patient. You've been waiting. You've been like seeing things from a higher perspective as well. I feel like things are aligning for you. And there might have been 3 major phases in your life so far. And so you have accomplished something major here. And it was like a major lesson for your soul's growth, okay? And it was something that was meant to awaken or ignite you, okay? To get into this like, I am the creator of my own reality kind of energy. It's like co-creation energy. Okay, so I feel like you embrace all the, look at, and then the Fool comes out. New beginning, new opportunities, a new way of thinking, a new way of approaching life, because you've gained perspective, you've gained a new outlook, and you're embracing what's next, and you're allowing it to unfold, okay, as it needs to unfold, which is beautiful. All right, so it's like new levels. Okay, so now we're going to get into the winds of fortune, which talks about allowing the winds of fortune to guide your sails. So it's like going with the flow and maneuvering through these life's opportunities and challenges with adaptability, because they both serve a purpose, right? A challenge and an opportunity very much could be the polarity, right? And so through challenges is what unlocks other opportunities, right? Because there's something that's learned and gained in the process. Okay, so let's get some cards on this. Winds of fortune. Empress energy, divine feminine energy. Okay, sitting back, relaxing, understanding like what is for you will be for you. And you don't need to take a whole lot of action because things are already in motion and in flow. So this is you sitting back, relaxing, and letting things flow. Okay. This could be thoughts, this could be creative ideas, this could be, you know, you just kind of like cultivating things in your environment, maybe getting creative in some way, shape, or form. But what I'm getting here is that like you're very abundant in your own right, and your energy and your vibration's very high. Okay. And then I have a Queen of Cups. So let's get more info. The Chariot. Yeah, I feel like you are persevering through those obstacles or opportunities with grace and humility, and like you're strong in your intuition. You're able to know what direction to take and when not to take it. So I feel like you receive some sort of guidance, support from the universe as to what you're here to actually create. And so right now you might just need to go with the flow and know that like all the opportunities in life as well as the challenges need you to kind of be able to go from masculine to feminine, okay? And to persevere and overcome. I feel like whatever you've experienced, and it very well could have been like an awakening, is what ignited your soul on your soul's path and journey. And so right now, like you're closing out a cycle with the World card, and there is this new timeline here, new cycle, and I feel like things are being woven still, right? Like there's things that are still like flowing, right? And so eventually it'll be time for you to move forward. Okay, but right now it's like sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself. I do have the Four of Swords too. So this very much could be spend time, you know, going within and connecting. It could be meditating. It could be praying. It could be working on your own healing. Okay, and maybe helping others to heal too with the Empress energy. She tends to like help others. It's part of her mission too, is to kind of help others be in flow. Okay, so you very much could be someone who's tapping into their feminine energy. Doesn't matter what gender you are. Okay, you very much could be an energy that prays, okay, or manifests to help others on their path. I feel like this is you receiving guidance, information, direction on exactly what to leave behind and what to take with you. I feel like there is a choice coming that might get you in your head a bit, to be honest with you, but I feel like you have the tools you need to make wise decisions and what direction serves you and what direction doesn't serve you. And I feel like you operate accordingly. Okay, so I'm getting that with the Two of Wands. Whatever you needed in this past cycle, you gained the wisdom, the knowledge, the learning, right? Like there could have been something that you needed in order to bring with you on this next phase of life, right? I'm seeing the Three of Wands here. So I feel like it was something that you needed. It was like it like unlocked some sort of key. And as a result of it unlocking something within, like it's aligned you with your purpose and you receive the guidance, right? This could be strong spiritual connection. You could be a medium. You could be a clairvoyant. You could be a someone who has like claircognizance too. So you might hear, see, know, feel, sense, all of the things, right? And it's like it unlocks something and now you're like going to be moving forward in a new direction. You're leaving the past behind. It served its purpose. Okay, so that is the winds of fortune. Allowing the winds of fortune to guide your sails, maneuvering through life's opportunities and challenges with adaptability. All right, so the next one we're going to be doing is, any more space, Harmony's Call. And this talks about embracing equality and pursue justice. So something that relates to your mission is about equality and justice and keeping an open mind as answers unveil your path to balance. So what you're here to do is to help bring balance, not just to yourself and your past lineage, but also in the now and going forward. And it will impact future generations, right? There's like one step after another. So I'm getting like there's a sequence playing out here. And this is also collective. So you working on yourself and your dynamics will also help the collective, right? We're all here with a common goal in mind, and that is to help humanity, okay, in whatever way that is. And everybody has their own stamp on it, right? And there's no necessary right way or wrong way. It's about the intention and your heart, okay, and what you bring to the table. And if you can see, like, doing things from a heart space, even though it's in reverse, it's just a double meaning card. It doesn't mean that there's any kind of opposites here in this regard, but I would say that like you're working on a path to balance. You could be sharing wisdom, guidance, maybe some sort of belief systems. You might be helping to bring balance here. You could be a teacher, you could be a guide, you could work with spirit guides, so you could be someone who shares messages, kind of like me, or this is something you do to bring balance amongst the different areas of life, right? It's kind of healing the wounds, okay, and how these present in our social concepts, our culture, society even, okay? So it's like bringing things back into balance, not just for yourself, but also for the greater good. Okay, so let's get some info on this. I need some more space. I'm running out of table space. All right, let's go. Harmony's Call. Embrace equality and justice. Okay, the Tower. Look at that. Change. One thing that is constant is change. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Tower. It's like the old structures that were unbalanced and unequal and unjust are being canceled. They're coming down so that they can be built better, stronger, one that is more inclusive, one that is going to suit the needs of all, not just some. And you very much may feel called to work on things in your own way. This could be bringing justice, you know, within a family dynamic, or for yourself, or for your children, or, you know, a cause that you feel very strongly about. I do have the Knight of Wands, and so this tells me like feeling passionate about something, to go after it, to chase your dreams, to not let anybody hold you back, regardless of their own, you know, perspectives here. It's like go after what you desire. It's like taking that inspired action, right? Taking action towards something you feel strong about. Then I have the Seven of Pentacles, and I have a Page of Cups. There very much could have been an injustice, one that may have like kind of rocked something within you that made you kind of reprioritize, refocus, withdraw, maybe create something from scratch. Maybe it's been something you've been doing alone behind the scenes, and now maybe some of those results are being seen outwardly in the environment. This could be you creating a new empire, right? You could be having a lot of projects in the mix here. I feel like maybe there was this call to do this personal development, okay? Planting seeds, making sure that you're nurturing the right seeds, you're watching them grow, and reaping your harvest. I feel like you've made wise investments. I feel like you've learned from your experiences here, and things are being brought into balance and stability and security. And so when I think about like the sevens, it really brings to mind like everything kind of starting to come together and being represented. Okay, like, okay, now I see something here that I can make something with. It's kind of like having all the pieces and starting to put the puzzle together. So you may have had to do a lot of evaluation on a lot of different things of your experiences, maybe even tapping into past life energy, but it could even be like generational, and putting the pieces together because there was something that needed to be brought into balance, fairness and justness, okay, and equality as well. So I feel like you're working on something behind the scenes individually that is kind of contributing to the whole, okay? It's like you're doing your part, all right? Or you're being called to do your part, whatever that is. And then I have a Page of Cups. So we'll get with this Page of Cups. And then here's that Knight of Wands again. Like, he came full circle. He was on the bottom and then did a round back onto the bottom of the deck. So I feel like there is something coming towards you. There could be some sort of reach out of some kind, or this can be you working on your inner child, maybe reparenting yourself to some degree, or you giving yourself the love that you've deserved all along. And that makes you almost, it makes you like you healing those wounds, right? You're not like constantly ripping open the wound. Like, these are kind of what was called for you to focus on, is like, okay, well, there's things that were being created from a wounding, and now that those have been worked on, then you can kind of start over. There's this like this optimism, there's this I can do it. Like, I love myself enough to choose things that are for my highest and greatest good, instead of maybe before you made choices based on fear or lack or not feeling loved or enough. So you may have been called to focus on certain things, maybe even experiences that you've had in this lifetime, to bring things back into harmony. Okay? Nine of Cups, 10 of Cups. Okay? 10 Cups here. I feel like whatever you've been investing in is going to pay off. And it's in the energy of your happiness, your joy, your emotional fulfillment, your love, and how you have an abundance of love to give. And maybe what you've learned in this process is that not everybody deserves your love. Not everybody's going to respect your love. Not everybody is going to appreciate your love. And sometimes we have to learn when it's time to move on, because we're not receiving what we put out. And so that can cause something to be in some sort of inequality or injustice, or even lack harmony. So I feel like, you no longer just pour out for the sake of pouring out. I feel like you now have a more higher regard for yourself and your energy, and just how beautiful your love is to receive, as well as how beautiful it is to give, right? Giving and receiving love. And I'm getting with the Nine of Cups, this really is speaking to me that there is this like hopes and dreams and wishes. I feel like this is a bit of possibly an offer coming in from somebody that might have all the things. They feel fulfilled in their life. Maybe they're missing something, or maybe you're missing something. It's like someone to share it all with, right? I feel like maybe this whole process was so that you aligned energetically with somebody who is just as abundant in the love department as you. And maybe before you were attracting those who needed healing. Oftentimes healers attract those who need the most healing, and oftentimes healers are the ones that need the most healing. And so once you do the healing, your vibration changes. And as a result of your vibration changing, that brings in new energy. Okay, I'm getting like a new energy, like what wasn't aligned must go. And I'm getting like it went. And as a result of it going, you have most definitely focused on things that matter to you, that matter to your purpose, that matter to why you're here, and creating a better life for yourself and your family and those that come across you from a humanity perspective. So this Nine of Cups is telling me that this is a very high vibration, first of all, and I feel like you're attracting something that is going to match that. And I feel like it might have something to do with this. Sorry about the glare. So can we get one more card for this? Okay. What's coming in? Who's coming in? You have transformed. Okay. I feel like this is confidence, courage, strength. Like what goes around comes around too with the 8. And I'm also getting like there's somebody that's coming in that's going to be dedicated to support you in your endeavors. It's like they're the lion and you're the angel. And it's like they're coming in to protect you in the physical realm so that you can do what you need to on a spiritual realm. Interesting. It's also about like, let's see, like just being patient with yourself and the process and allowing things to unfold naturally. I'm getting that something needs to start off small, but it has grand potential to be what you desire and what you deserve, and bring things back into balance that have been imbalanced for quite some time. Okay, so we're gonna break down these other 2 cards and see what we get. Just gonna move these over here. Okay. Let's see. Let's do just go with it. Embrace spontaneity and trust the journey, remaining open to unexpected twists and turns along the way. Right? I was literally just talking about, having to be patient and having to take things slowly. Okay, letting things play out naturally. All right, so we'll get a few cards on this. Just go with it. Just go with the flow. Look at the Lovers. Okay, we have the Lovers coming out. Look, he is there, but they're naked. All right, so I feel like the Lovers it represents like number 6. And so this is going to talk about harmony, okay, and peace and love, as well as divine guidance and being in union with oneself, right? The feminine aspect of you as well as the masculine aspect of you. And once you're in union with yourself, you're going to call in that vibrational match, which is what I'm picking up here. This is like, bringing in that energy. It could be partnership, it could be soulmate, soul tribe, being in union with the divine, receiving divine guidance, and being in the flow and being in the now. Okay, Ace of Cups is on its way to you. All right, confirming that this is about love. This is about unity consciousness, right? The Holy Grail, the Magician. Come on. You are at a very high vibration, and because of your high vibration, you are attracting, you are manifesting, you are co-creating, okay, from the vibration of love, from the frequency of love. Okay. Wow. Divine love and partnership is here. I feel like you are up against it though. Like there's people who do not want to see you succeed in any kind of way, right? And so that's their vibration, that's their frequency. And so the energy that they put out in this, like this, is going to return back to them. All right, so just know that it's in the background, it's in the energy, but it doesn't need to be in your energy, okay? So like boundaries are strong. Using your discernment is strong, like tapping into divine wisdom and guidance in order to know what's for you, what isn't for you, and not falling for like the illusions, the projections, and the lies, deceit, and betrayal, okay? Okay. Yeah, I'm getting like this is really speaking to like consciousness, awareness, and sharing this with a larger group, like using tools available to you, like resources, being able to apply the principles as well. Like there could be principles that come to mind for you as you work through your obstacles and opportunities in life. And it's like, okay, well, which tool can help me best in this situation? So it's like, don't forget like what you've learned along the way. These are things that are meant to help you to deal with life, okay? And what you're here to anchor in and ground, okay? The Ace of Cups, you know, it's infinite. Okay, so you're here to like anchor in this infinite wisdom, knowledge, and love. Okay. Oh, and then I got the Wheel of Fortune. There's something destined here. Okay, there's something that has played out over quite a bit of time, okay, in this physical reality. So I'm getting like, when I see this, I see it as a gear. And so like, in order for the gear to move to the next notch, like something has to meet the requirements, meet the need, be a match. And so I feel like you've had to go through this like cog, right? And learn this and learn this and learn that and apply that and do this and da da da. And then finally, like, you got to the point where you're like, all right, like I completed all the steps. And because I completed all these steps, I get to move on. There was some sort of mastery gained, okay, through this process. This is trusting the process. This is also like a soul's plan and, you know, going through the lessons of life and applying what you've learned. The magician applies what they've learned, and oftentimes they don't just apply it, they teach it. So you very much could be, you know, tapping into that and sharing your wisdom and knowledge, which is what you're meant to do, okay, from a place of love. And you may be doing this with a partner, okay? It doesn't have to be though. It could be a lover, a friend, a family member, a sister, a brother. You know, it doesn't need to be any kind of limitations, okay? We're not putting limits on anything. All right, so if you're not looking for love, then this very much could be you coming into union with yourself and the divine and being able to apply what you've learned here. And you doing that is setting an example for others to follow. And that is how you contribute to humanity, okay? So the next card I have is Almost There. So let's see if I can get some messages for that. Almost there. Persist with faith, for you are on the brink of a breakthrough. Your efforts are about to bear fruit. Okay, beautiful. So here's like your efforts are about to bear fruit. So 7 is very close to the 10, right? And so keep going, keep focused, keep devoted. A breakthrough is almost here. Okay, 7 of Swords. We'll talk about that in a second. We'll see what else we get here. I need a little slice. All right, let's see. 7 of Swords, huh? Almost there. Persist with faith. for you are on the brink of a breakthrough. Your efforts are about to bear fruit. Feel like you've reached some sort of victory. I feel like you have overcome what was set to take you off course. I feel like you bring balance, harmony, peace, and prosperity to your existence here. Like this is your ability to take something and make something out of it, regardless of what it is. So you could be making some serious lemonade out of those sour lemons, right? It's kind of also about taking the past, right, and all the things that have happened and use them for growth, use them for something instead of like playing the victim. Okay, so it's kind of like instead of it you know, being something that afflicts you, you're using whatever that intent was and switching the intent to something that you can grow from with the Seven of Pentacles. So, you know, it's using our experiences to help us grow and develop. And I feel like this is representing that. It also represents like you're about to experience a breakthrough. So this very well could be you really stepping out and being this beautiful energy that helps not just you, your family, your work, and your environment, but maybe on a grander scale. Okay, so this is you kind of like, you know, opening up. Look at opening up and being someone who does have that wisdom, that knowledge. You're tapping into things that maybe are hidden or unknown or unseen. You may have strong abilities, and this is you stepping into your purpose. And there could be a breakthrough moment that comes for you that helps to expand this in some way. Okay. The moon, okay? Goddess energy, intuition, right? The subconscious mind. You may have mastered your subconscious mind, and that changes the game. And so you have access to how to do this, right? You've learned the process, okay? And now you might be able to share it. And it's not something that everybody knows. So it could be a bit hidden. It could be a bit of like, how did you do that? How do you know this, right? How do you know? Yeah, I'm getting like strong psychic energy. There could be fear around you stepping into this position, or you're already in this position. It's more about like you recognizing that you're in this position. And it's a position of spiritual authority. It's a position of someone being a leader, a guide, someone who, you know, doesn't believe everything they see. They go within and they tap in. So yeah, I'm sure that there are those that think or feel a certain kind of way, and you don't let that bother you. You continue to move forward regardless of what other people think. And that is really mastering something. That's mastering a skill. And so I feel like you very much could have mastered something major. And the Magician here on the other side, this could be a pair here. This could be two light workers coming together to work with one another to bring peace, harmony, balance to the collective, okay? And yeah, there's always going to be challenges, but that's what makes you stronger. That's who makes you like the warrior that you are, right? You wouldn't have this position unless you earned it. There's also that, like you earned this position. And look, here's the Emperor coming for the Empress. Divine masculine, divine feminine, coming together in union, okay? So it's like their spiritual selves as well as their physical selves are coming into union. So you may be picking up on the fact that like you connect energetically and you are working on another dimension, another reality, and now there could be a breakthrough that brings these two together in the physical realm. So I'm getting like, that's fair. That's awesome. All right, let's get one more card over here. Okay, your efforts are about to bear fruit. Cool. I love it when they go flying. It's like my very own magic trick. All right. Is this the Knight of Pentacles in reverse? Is this in the upright? Okay, upright. All right. Oops, sorry about the glare. Knight of Pentacles. Look at this. Is making a wise investment. This is taking things slow. This is letting things play out. And it's also like building something. So whatever you're building is going to contribute somehow to the greater good. Like there's this big picture, there's this accounting, there's this planning, right? There could be a plan playing out here. There could be someone or something kind of evaluating something that's out there because it's physical. So it could be building something, okay, together towards a common goal. Okay. And then I have, whoops, the Ace of Wands. So this is divinely, whatever. And then I just got the ding ding. Now arriving. My digital kitchen timer is arriving. Ding ding, it's time. All right, so I'm getting like divine timings at play with this. And I'm getting, you can try to control it with a timer, but you're not in control. So you can, that's funny. You got jokes today. So again, like this is something that's divinely inspired. It's a passionate new beginning. You're going to create something that's going to have longevity, and good things are worth waiting for. So your patience is paying off, right? Your efforts are about to bear fruit. Ooh, and I have ringing in my ear. So we've got beautiful energy here working with us today. Okay, I have Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this is something that, like, you both play a role in this. You're both going to do the most within your own like experiences. So it's like they're bringing their experience to the table, you're bringing your experience to the table, and you may have different abilities and gifts. And so when the two of you match up, this is like, again, the duality of things, right? The feminine, the masculine. And so it's like power couple vibes. I'm getting like strong power couple vibes. Like you're here to kind of help make a difference in the world. Okay. The Ace of Wands is, you know, a blessing. It's like a blessing in disguise. It's like kismet. It's like, you know, whatever you're creating, it's going to make a mark. So, and I feel like you're both meant to make a mark. So let's get a couple more cards. Yeah, this could be like a spiritual business. This could be like a school. This could be, who knows? I mean, it could be a place where people come for, it could be a place that people come to help balance, right? Prioritize, rekindle even. I feel like something is going to bring back into balance. I am getting like Six of Cups. So this could speak to someone who has like this adoration or fondness or kindness or caring. It could be someone that feels very familiar or like you've known them before. You're going to feel very like well taken care of by this person, vice versa too. It's like, you know, this is, you know, look at Two of Pentacles. This is balance being restored on the physical realm as well as the spiritual realm. Do you know why I say that? Is because one foot's in the water and one foot's on land. But the one on land is still barely touching land. So it's about like the two of you are going to balance each other out. But because of that, it's also going to have a farther reach. Okay, so this also could be someone that you have dealt with in the past. So it could be either someone you knew when you were a child or had a similar childhood experience, as well as maybe a past life contract, okay, that is coming into this reality here. And it could be as a result of like an ending that might have happened, okay, that you were trying to kind of like bring back to like bring back full circle here. This is like I started off with this, like it's a full circle moment. So it's like you're gonna understand when you meet this person or this friend or whoever this is, or just you yourself. It's like that full circle moment. You're gonna be like, wow, like now I get it. Like everything makes freaking sense. And I feel like this is about like everything making sense at some point. The first card out today with the tarot was the World card. And so this was for you, right? This is like integrating everything that you've experienced here because it's all needed for the path. 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups. That's 12 cups. Okay, 12 cups breaks down to 3. Okay, so it's like the unity. Okay, it's the power of 3 here. That's amazing. Yeah. There's something major you're meant to experience here. And this is like creating a new life, a new experience, a new reality, new earth, being a major part of maybe your community, your family. This is harmony, balance, love, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I feel like, you know, whatever you've got going on, it's starting to come in. So just be patient. You may have put energy out there that you've been waiting for. So if you've been like manifesting and setting intentions and things like that, and you've actually been taking action towards things, I feel like things are going to pick up. So just kind of sit back, relax, like pour into yourself, Empress energy, okay? You know, if you've got projects going on, you know, prioritize clearly. Be patient with yourself and what's going on. And this is, again, like more going with the flow. But if you feel like there's been some stagnant energy, I'm getting like things are going to pick up soon. Okay, and that's the middle of the deck energy. Let's get a couple more advice cards. All right. Thank you. All right, let's see what we got here. We're going to use the Divine Masters deck. I didn't realize, this is why I need a timer, because when I'm like tapped in, I have no concept of time. And I just looked up at the timer and I'm already at 42 minutes. Girls having fun. What can you say? Look at Initiatory Experience. Your current situation is initiating your gifts. Okay, so confirmation that you're on the right track, you're going in the right direction. So just keep moving forward. And, you know, this experiences that you've been having, it was to ignite your soul. This is like double confirmation of that. Okay. Katumi. All right. Thank you. So that's the Ignite Your Soul card, is Katumi. It was an initiatory experience. It was something that was part of the plan. Right, soul contract energy as well, I'm getting. Light transmissions, wounded energies being healed, important information is being received, and charging up. You have the blue being. So you may connect with your soul tribe, okay, your soul family. And through this process, they're helping to heal you so that you can receive what you need to receive and move on. Okay, charging up, like ready, set, go. Okay. All right, what's next? Bridget, Inner Fire. Let your passions lead to your purpose. Do what you love and love what you do. Understanding that like you're a much bigger being than you realize, and you're having your own personal vacation, if you will. It's like you've gone away to school on Earth, and you're meant to kind of find yourself in the process, right? Through our experiences is how you kind of like connect with that and what fuels your fire. And again, it's tied to igniting your soul. It's tied to the initiatory experiences that you've had. It's tied to creation, which is the fire element. And it's talking about your passion and letting that lead to your purpose. So whatever you're going through right now is aligned with your purpose, and you're on the right track. Look at Hathor, light activation, acceleration, brilliance, and stand in your light. Wow, that's powerful energy. So you may feel very called to tap into ancient wisdom and knowledge. So one of the things I was picking up on in the energy of our collective was that there's a lot of like ties to Atlantis, ties to Egypt, even like Rome and Greece. And so some of those ideologies, we'll call them for now, are what we're being asked to tap back into as far as wisdom and knowledge. And this would be predating a lot of the religions, okay, that kind of took over at a certain point. So this is kind of like going back to the beginning where it all began for some of us, right? So it's kind of like tapping into your past lives, tapping into your ancestry, tapping into the ability to use your gifts to receive and work with this information is also part of what they're calling out. So you, through your spiritual gifts, have access to ancient wisdom and knowledge. And so you can apply that in the now. And you may be doing this in some way, shape, or form, or you're going to learn how. So this would be applying and working with the wisdom, the knowledge, using your spiritual gifts. And that was the purpose, okay, is so that whatever you experienced helped to align you with this. Okay, again, initiatory experience. And then we have Lady Nada. All right, look at that light. Heart chakra energy, openness, liberation, let yourself love and be loved. This is the chalice, okay? This is the Holy Grail. This is the Holy Grail. This is what it's all about, okay? That's what it's all about, is an expanded heart, okay? And anchoring and grounding in this infinite amount of love available to us all. We don't have to gatekeep it, okay? And then I just got 3 cards. Horus, manifestation vortex. Belief makes manifest. Thoughts attract and create. So this is the information and wisdom I'm talking about. These are the principles, okay? Some of these could be hermetic, but I would say that this is the wisdom, this is the knowledge that you might be grounding here in the physical realm, because this predates any kind of man-made religion, okay? And then I have Hanuman, devoted warrior. Let God's love hold you in strength. I went to Bali, and this was an amazing figure and highly respected in their belief systems. And I got to see the most amazing performance. And these 3 were actually there in energy, as well as they were the story that was told. And this is Rama and Sita, and this talks about a holy union. And so I got to see the most amazing performance of the story of Rama and Sita, their holy union, and Hanuman, the devoted warrior. And so let God's love hold you in strength. And then there is soulmate connections in romantic opportunities and partnerships for those who feel the calling that they are to connect, okay, through union. Okay, and this is, you know, letting God's love, right? Holding God's love hold you in strength. So yeah, confirmation that, you know, if you feel aligned with a soulmate connection, here's that holy union card, Rama and Sita. And then the bottom of the deck energy I have is mystical knowing, and it's Rumi, and it says breaking boundaries and personal experiences of God. Okay, so you very much could be someone who has personal experiences, okay, with beautiful energy here that provides a lot of support and guidance. And then I have an open channel. So this is Sanat Kumara. All right, so you very much resonate with being an open channel. You may see signs all the time, like they could be on license plates. They could be on, you know, street signs. It could be in the air, it could be downloads, it can be in every way, shape, form, angel numbers, you name it, song lyrics, codes. So you're receiving sacred information as an open channel, many of you. Okay, it could be, you could very much resonate with like rainbow energy. And then I have spiritual force field. So just know that you have this spiritual force field around you, and it's something that you too need to maintain for yourself, like energetic hygiene, but you have a protective light surrounding you, and you are safe and your family is safe. All right, and then also playing out here is divine intervention, and it's kind of like the feather and the heart and ma'at, and this is like weighing up the options, right? Choose the highest good, and the principles behind that is kind of what seems to be coming to light, is that there are laws above man. And it's like we need to kind of, as teachers, as guides, as those that support and help the greater good, this is kind of like there's spiritual law at play. And so many of you are called to either learn this, teach this, share this. And also is alchemy and Saint Germain and the violet flame and how to use the violet flame. And this is a way to like release the old, make way for the new, and to use alchemy as a process for purification. Next, I have the Atlantean. So this would be talking about an evolution vibration, and there was legacy. It's like establishing a legacy. It's also tapping into past legacies because there's wisdom, knowledge there. And so there's technology, there's progress, and there's acceleration as well. And then there's a need to balance with the ma'at, you know, the advancements as well as our spiritual laws and our existence here. You know, there's been civilizations before us where there wasn't balance, and as a result, you know, it ended civilizations because they were super higher focused on the technology, the progress, the, you know, the physical aspect of things. And therefore when, you know, something's out of balance, then, you know, that causes a fall of a civilization. So it's kind of like we have a lot of opportunity now to connect with that information, so that we can bring things back into balance. And some of us are actually here in this lifetime because of what we created during our time in Atlantis, or Egypt, or Rome. So we have contracts to fulfill. And so we have an opportunity in this lifetime, in the now, with the Lotus energy and Kuan Yin, is to take enlightened action. Okay, and this is talking about choosing compassion and moving forward with grace. Okay, and then last but not least is Thoth, divine magic. And so this talks about the teacher awakens and the student becomes the master. All right, so this is what you're being encouraged to do as part of your soul's evolution. And some of us are, this is where we're at. You know, we're tapping into this and we're sharing it and we're living it and we're doing it. And so everything else is on track. Okay, so just trust the process. Just know that you have unlimited potential, and this is a sacred mission initiation. And so if you didn't feel lit up today, I hope that at least you leave this reading feeling lit up, supported, loved, and on the right track. Okay, so you do have cosmic power, and this is something that you're meant to do. Many of you are healers, okay, to help those on the ascension, the awakening path. So as you learn how to heal yourself, you're able to share that wisdom and knowledge so that others can come and be in your energy, because in your energy or in your space or with your wisdom, your magic, your knowledge, whatever that is, it's a safe space for them to be in the vibration of healing so that they can heal themselves. Okay, so this is knowing that healing is a journey, and you're able to share this wisdom, and it's much needed. Many people are going through a lot of like awakenings and activations, and so this heightened awareness is really, you know, understanding like you have to make peace with your thoughts, okay, because they affect your reality. And so this actually says make peace with your thoughts and your world. So this is bringing things back into harmony and to peace. And, you know, the healing journey is no joke. So, okay, you might be someone who's helping those on the healing journey because you've done it yourself. And that's when the student becomes the master. So, oh, guys, always an amazing experience. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for booking readings and attending the classes. And as a reminder, check the website betweenbothworlds.org. We have some activities going on. And tomorrow's new moon. And there's also a circle tomorrow that you can sign up for. It's a membership based. It's $20 a month. And it includes like 8 circles. It's like there's 2 circles a week. And so you can come and go as you please for $20. So there'll be a circle tomorrow at 2, and then we have new moon readings and intentions as well for the new moon energy. So sign up on the website betweenbothworlds.org. Okay, and I'll see you guys on the next reading.